Hello everybody, today we're going to do another simulation which is based off the generating and viewing JSON, and with this we're going to be able to do a job of an IT professional, and we will get started. This is interesting. Give me 1 second, this is a part of my end. Let me go get this fixed. Okay, so in this lab it shows that we're going to be doing non-human readable data, and also called machine readable data, and it is data that a device can read and interpret. An example of a non-human readable data is JSON, which is derived from the JavaScript language and is a lightweight format for storing and transporting data from one device to another. Another non-human readable example is XLM. Although JSON, XML, and other non-human readable data is primarily to be read by a technology device, it doesn't mean that it is completely, you know, intelligible to humans. One of the advantages of JSON and XML is that with some training, humans can interpret this code. In this project, you're going to be generating and viewing JSON code. So now we will go start on this. So we're going to open the Microsoft Edge, from the desktop. So, we're going to open this, and then we're going to enter this URL. So we will do that real quick. Okay, now we're in ObGen, live code generation for the web. It's a live code that lets you see your code take shape as you enter in the names, types, and properties and elements you defined. Copy the generated code to your clipboard and paste it into the text editor of your choice. Save, share, and version your models with a premium ObGen subscription. And it's basically easy. So choose a live code from the list below. So this is like not directly the coding aspect of cybersecurity, but I believe that having some fundamentals of coding does definitely help into the field of cybersecurity, because there's a lot of vulnerabilities in code as well. It isn't just about how things function itself and how users can attack data. There can also be some insighting within the company. Someone can make a easy script using code, and they are able to, infect your devices with malware, rootkits, etc. But yeah, taking a look at this very quickly, seems pretty simple to use. Okay, so in the JSON generator, we're going to click demo. So just make sure we're on this. I guess we are. I'm going to click demo. Okay, unfortunately this thing is not extended. I'm actually trying to understand why it's not, but I mean, what can I do? It's the simulation, it's not my end. So we're going to understand the model and generative live JSON data interactively using a simple, I believe that's a string. The string is the default value of, what is this? I can't even read it. Product equals live JSON generator. I don't understand why this thing doesn't, doesn't expand. I don't understand why it doesn't. I don't know. Okay, so the number, the date, and boolean are, I can't assume what that is. Specific types after property and version. This is the version type, 3.1. Release date, it's the time it was released. The demo equals true. Tabs or spaces define complex person ID. It's the person's ID, the name, the phone, home, mobile. use the brackets to define a simple type. Email bracket space s equals jd at example.com, and then jd date of birth space date equals 1980. So it's basically code that is, using abbreviations and their own type of syntaxes to understand what type of data they're looking for. Use brackets or and to define object emergency contacts. Okay, we understand this part. The emergency contacts again. It's another one. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to read the model definition code and compare it line by line with the JSON code. Assess the difficulty of reading the JSON code. Close all windows. I mean, this is much more organized compared to the left because, it's actually the code itself. I have some coding experience, so I can sort of understand what's going on. Okay, this is interesting. So this is the output, I'm assuming, and this is the input. Left side's input, right side output. Just, how to say that to be clear. Okay. So what's the next thing? After all that, we're gonna close it. Wow. Well, guys, I guess that was the end of the simulation. I don't like going over the ending questions with everybody because, this is part of my, education, and, I definitely don't want to give out answers. But, I hope you guys had some understanding of what's going on with this assignment, and hope you guys have a wonderful day, and take care.